was a fledgling academic. I think I have the longest uncompleted PhD thesis in Harvard history haunting me. And there are a lot of things I would like to do. Some people are able to write and also pursue an active life. I am easily distracted by, I started writing the statement, the blank page, but I want to be au courant, the blank screen. I will take almost any excuse not to write. And I do want to write. I want to write
knock it off already. Take a walk. Okay, so we know Barney Frank announced he won't run for re-election. He claims it's because of redistricting. But all of us who really have studied the situation know that it's not about that at all. It's about the fact that he is retiring because he's running away from the scandal of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. He is running away from the fact that he paid big bonuses to his friends of the bailout-sucking Fannie Mae. You got to remember that Barney Frank was literally sleeping with a top Fannie Mae executive while he sat in the House Banking Committee. Sexuality aside, sorry, that's a foul ball. The fact of the matter is this man shouldn't have held his position for many, many years from now. He is the paragon of death spiral Democrat politics, piling taxpayer money upon taxpayer money to his cronies. And frankly, I think he was running because he was about to be either investigated or indicted. That's what I think. I think it has nothing to do with anything else. But the question is this. Now that we know Barney Frank is leaving one way or the other, what do you think he will actually do in his retirement? I mean, I thought about it. Men like this just don't disappear. They go on to other things. He hinted he might go into writing, but you know he can't do that. Could he be possibly thinking about a career as a clown at children's parties? How about becoming assistant basketball coach at Syracuse University? He could, of course, apply for the position to be the head of the athletic department at Penn State, or perhaps he can become a historical consultant to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac along the lines of Newt Gingrich, who led the way on that one. And speaking of Barney and Newt, to me they're sort of maybe like bookends. When you say Newt Gingrich, you say Barney Frank, for some reason I see a lot of similarities. Now, I know that you don't believe that's true, but there's nothing more I have to say about this than to play the soundbite of the kiss of death of Bill Clinton praising Newt Gingrich in clip 9. Listen to this now.
He thinks about this stuff all the time. He's articulate, and he tries to think of a conservative version of an idea that will solve a legitimate problem.
So that's Bill Clinton praising Newt Gingrich, which is the kiss of death for Newt Gingrich. That's the end of the road. But why do you think Newt Gingrich is doing this to the Republican Party? Because it's not about winning. He can't win. He's the least electable of the entire pack. The reason I say that is not that Gingrich doesn't have good ideas. A lot of people have good ideas. I have good ideas. I'm not running for the presidency. This is about a man who is an insider, a lifetime insider, a man who's fed on the pork of Washington his entire life, lived off the pork of Washington his entire life, and now he's attacking Romney. He is attacking Mitt Romney. Now, Mitt Romney, of course, is a liberal Republican. Let's be clear. That doesn't make him evil. He's a liberal Republican. And I'll tell you right now, many of you hate Mitt Romney, but I'll tell you this. I would sleep better at night if Mitt Romney were president than Barack Obama. I'll tell you that right now. I know that Mitt Romney's a liberal on many, many social issues, and certainly that's not where I would go if I had my choice. But I know on national security and as far as American values, Mitt Romney is to be, in my mind, certainly more acceptable to me than Barack Obama. And Newt Gingrich, American family values, ditching his wife while she was sick. But I don't want to spend this show talking about Newt Gingrich. I think he's a kind of a flash in the pan, and I think that this is all part of the government media complex in order to destroy the Republican ticket altogether. That's all there is to it. And that leads us right back to Obama, because all roads lead to Obama. The fact of the matter is we know that Obama was not really ready for the presidency. We understand that. He needs a teleprompter. We know that. We know that his reign has been nothing but one crisis after another. One crisis after another. Remember the Black Panther civil rights stonewalling where he wouldn't pursue that case? How about the Solyndra special interest money? How about all of the other scandals in the scam called global warming or warmism, the religion of the radical left? How about the fast and furious gun running to Mexico, which led to the death of a Border Patrol agent with a real name? How about stonewalling on the Kagan Solicitor General conflict of interest? How about a stonewalling as Commander-in-Chief where he leads from behind, hoping that the rest of the world or hoping that the rest of the herd will be consumed before reaching him? How about Obama's foreign policy, where he has ceded U.S. global primacy to all of the regional powers, one after the other, where he has weakened the U.S. politically, diplomatically, economically, and militarily, almost to a point of non-leverage? It's not that we're destroyed, but we have almost no leverage over our real enemies. We're certainly not trusted by the nations of the world. And what is Obama's solution for the economy? He has no ideas for creating jobs. Obama's solution is to tax you and I, the taxpayers, into indenturement and transition this country into the same unionized government dependent upon socialism that is consuming much of Europe. And what does Obama do when he reaches a roadblock with the Congress? Instead of trying to diplomatically compromise, he simply orders his staff of Marxists to bypass the Congress and the Constitution. This is a petty emperor. This is a petty emperor who's attempting to force his will, his arrogance upon the rest of us to change the reality and make an impression on history at the cost of bringing down a nation. And he has only 2 more years to do it. The fact of the matter is, the bubble that he has been working in has reached a $15 trillion capacity, and he knows it cannot expand any further. And the fact of the matter is, the game is over. If you care to comment on any of these topics, the phone number is 1-800-449